All right, welcome back. Chicago may be known as the second city, but this weekend, the immortal words of Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you last. NASCAR is celebrating Independence Day in Chicago this weekend with its third annual street race weekend. The action kicks off Saturday with the NASCAR Xfinity Series, the Loop 110, which will be called by Adam Alexander, Jamie McMurray, and Parker Kligerman exclusively on the CW. Parker Kligerman is waking up with us this morning. I know it's early for you, but Parker, I want to thank you first for being here and breaking this down for us there. You've driven at every level of NASCAR and even competed in the 24 Hours of Daytona this year. What makes the Chicago street race like a unique experience in the American motorsports?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. And I think you alluded to it. You know, it's a street course in the heart of Chicago, downtown Chicago. It's unbelievable. It's one of the coolest events ever in NASCAR. And I would say it's probably one of the best street courses in the world, you know, up there with Monaco and Long Beach and that sort of thing.
Wow.
But it has one key differentiator, which is that with our cars and in NASCAR, we can actually pass. And so the racing is unbelievable. It's overall one of the coolest events that we have in the sport.
I'm glad you said that because you described it as an elbows out wrestling kind of situation. Did you hear me, Patrick?
I lost you.
No problem.
There you are.
You described it as an elbows out situation where is no holds barred.
It is. And, you know, the thing that differentiates it from a road course, right, is that with that, you also have walls on both sides. And if you're not at least scraping the wall on a fast lap, you're probably not trying hard enough. And then you take, you know, 38 Xfinity Series cars and you combine them into this tight street circuit with walls on both sides. It absolutely guarantees contact. That's normally how you make passes. But it's just a really cool track that, you know, we get upwards of 165 miles per hour on the straightaways. And then there's sections of this track that are super tight. You can only get a single car through it, and you're going about 70 miles an hour. Now, that might sound fast for the streets that we're on, like Michigan Ave, but in a race car, that's not that fast. So, yeah, it's just a really elbows out, full contact affair that's I've really enjoyed racing in and also enjoyed watching because it's just so cool. You're not the only one racing in it. We're going to have Conor Zillich on with us tomorrow. He's been dominating the Xfinity Series road courses this year with 2 wins and a third top 5 finish through 3 road races this year. Is he the favorite to take the checkered flag? He is. I would say, you know, there's also Shane Van Gisbergen, who won the inaugural Chicago Cup race back in 2023. He's incredibly good, but Conor Zillich is a phenom, right? When we talk about these young talents in any sport that are coming up and we can sort of see early on the indications that, hey, this person is special. Conor Zillich checks all the boxes for that. And road courses in particular are a place where the driver can make an immense difference because the cars are very similar, but the driver over the course of 12 turns, you know, can find little bits of time that other drivers don't. And that adds up to a massive amount of time over a lap time. You add that up in a 100, you know, lap race or whatever. And, you know, there's a serious gap there. So he's an elite level talent, even at 18 years old. And I just think he has such a bright future. And the special thing for us, you know, getting to cover these races is to watch a young driver like that just has so much innate talent. And I think that's, you know, special for any sport. But for us in NASCAR, you know, these types of generational talents come around maybe once a decade or once every 2 decades. And I think we're seeing that right now with Conor Zillich. Parker Kligerman, I want to thank you again for joining us. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I don't know. Maybe in Chicago, but it's really good, I guess. Hey, thank you so much, sir, and good luck this weekend. And be sure to catch all the action from Windy City as NASCAR kicks off its Chicago Street Race weekend. The Loop 110 Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central, exclusively on your local CW station. That's it for Morning in America. NewsNation Live is next with Marnie Hughes. I'm Nick Smith. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.